Paul Katroff with 423 Buy Land. Today is really interesting. It is Saturday morning. I have our most special piece of the land that we picked up this year. And it's not like anything we've sold all year. So if you want something unique, really phenomenal, what we have was really hard to get. We got it. Everybody wants unrestricted ground. They want large amounts of ground. We have 2 acres, unrestricted. It's on the other side of town, and we took this morning to go out and do the video footage on 2 big acres of beautiful Texas land. So we are on our way there right now. We're going to show you the drive in. We're going to go to the property, and I think you're going to find this exciting. If you want seclusion, you want privacy, we got it. Turning on to Tony Pebbles Road. This property is located just south of the courthouse. Notice the drive-in, very beautiful. That first impression is just unbelievable. I've been in here several times, and I imagine myself coming to a secluded piece of property that you can come out to on the weekend and nobody will ever know you even exist. Look at the drive-in. Look at the beautiful houses. We're at the back of the subdivision on the outer edge, but this is what the new owner's going to see driving in. It's so nice. Look at that. Look at that fenced-in yard there. That's nice, isn't it? So cute, so country. It's really nice. We turned on Tony Pebbles Road. Went about a half mile. And you turn left on Brock Road. This is such a beautiful subdivision. You know, this is a hard seller. You know, a common rule of thumb is you don't get an emotional attachment to the ground you sell. I normally don't. This is one that I'm never going to see anything like this again. As you go in, every property is beautiful. Every property is different. We're going to make a left down here. This is great. To get to the property, you're going to go by some pasture land. And everybody has nice, beautiful, neat properties. In the springtime, this is stunning. It absolutely is. Over there are the sheep and the goats. And I'm sure you can pull over and pet them because everybody's real friendly here. As we go down this road, at the end of this road, every time you come home, you're going to drive by and look at the goats. I think that's so cool. You're going to look at the farm animals every time you come in. That property is nice. Look, he's got a nice RV there. It's amazing how you can have a big, beautiful house here, and then you can have an RV or something like that right after that. That's very country. That's a nice property right there. You know, if you're in Houston or outside and you see a house like this, there's no way you could get a remote property in a subdivision like this that you could put an RV on or something like that. Okay, we turned right. This is our second left. This is the very outer edge of the subdivision. Notice people have some RVs on the outer edge. They're all nice RVs too. They're not bad at all. Of course, then again, out of nowhere, you have a cute little house with an RV there. You got an RV there. Okay, this is what's so cool, is that this road turns right here, and I want to say about 1,000 feet down this dirt road is the property. So you're on the outside. You have the electric lines that go through there. So you have a point in which to stretch the electric. Sorry about the wiggling of the camera. It can be frustrating. So as we go down here, and you know what I'm going to do? We're going to take a little walk here, but we're going to drive right up to the property. You know, there's a little puddle right here, but that didn't bother you because we've been here all year. It's not bad at all. Just kind of run through this sucker. There's one person that will see that. Nothing. You'll be able to access this property all the time. 2-wheel drive vehicle. You'll never have a problem. You know, as I go down here, look at the beautiful trees. It's so nice and secluded. Such a cool little location. I'm right around the corner. Right around the corner, and it's not too far at all. You have to stretch electricity down here. We're going to get some distance for the buyers out there. This used to have electricity. As you notice, at the end is a car. It's the only neighbor on the street. There's somebody that lives off grid right there, real nice gentleman. And our land is right here. That was nothing. It really was. It's right around the corner here. But that is the only neighbor. He lives off grid. Here we are. Here we are at the property. very cool. It's not too far off the main road. That is so cool. Okay, what I want to do is I want to get an exact measurement for the buyer. A lot of people say to me, well, these acreage parcels, these unrestricted parcels, where are utilities? There's electricity here, and there's also water. I called up the local water company. They have no problem stretching the pipes. Same with the electricity. There used to be electricity going down this road, but there's not anymore. I think they took the poles out, but you can get it back down. Obviously, there's another person down there. So I'm at the end of the road, and I want to get the distance that the new owner potentially have to stretch the utilities. There's a transformer right there. That's the closest transformer to the property. So we're gonna walk back to the very corner of the property and see how far we gotta do this. So this is good information. Hope you appreciate it. Come on, let's go. You know, one thing that I really love about this property, obviously, is its seclusion. I love this little road. I've been back here many a times. All there is one little puddle there, and puddle's nothing. I've been here several times. You can run right through with your car. You can grab some dirt. You can fill it up. It's nothing. This does not flood back here. This is very high elevation, and I think new buyer's gonna love it. I know I've had a hard time wrestling with selling it because it's such a cool little piece. But now, what makes this property so special is that it has an attribute that I've never seen on a 2-acre parcel. Imagine picking up some scrappy little rough on the edges 2-acre parcel and finding out you have $1 million view. Oh no, I'm not kidding. For stretching the utilities, for doing what you have to do to get on unrestricted lands, there's a big payoff in this property. It has an unrestricted, it has a beautiful, beautiful view. It's got a breathtaking view. At the end of this video, you are going to be able to see that view. And that's what it's all about. So there's a big payoff on some of these acreage parcels. Acreage parcels are more expensive than in-city lots to develop. It is what it is. But you get more land, and hey, what's the price of freedom? Very neat. You know, I had somebody the other day ask me how far from utilities, and I was telling them 1,100 feet away, 1,000, 1,100. I'm at my meter wheel. I'm at the very first corner marker. I'm at 630 feet. That cuts down expenses big time. It's crazy. Oh, that's great. So you're about 630 feet away from water and electricity. That won't be a problem to get to the property. This is the corner marker. That's the corner marker. This lot does not belong to the property. Notice I have my truck here. There, somebody put a what do you call it? Stupid things.
Container,
metal. A container. Thank you. Okay. All right. Somebody put a container there, and they've got building supplies in there. So I'm under the impression that they were going to build a cabin on this. And people get lazy; they don't. So this property with the boat and the container does not belong to the property. The property starts at this corner marker, okay? And it's pretty easy to find because, unfortunately, on the first lot, somebody dropped a lot of buckets there. We were gonna come back with our truck and go haul those away, but you know what? I contacted a clearer and they said, look, Paul, when we clear the ground, we got dozers, we'll lift it, we'll make it disappear. So I didn't want to get involved in having to worry about this. There's about, I want to say about 30, 40 buckets there. So either than that, and by the way, expect that when you're out in the country, you're gonna have people that drop stuff like that. It is what it is. So here's where I want to make a point. There's the first stake. There's our sign on the tree. This is the first lot in the grouping. If you want to know where the 2 acres is, each lot goes in a row. 11 lots, 10, 11 lots, I think, something like that. 10 or 11 in a row. You could buy these lots and split them up if you could. Now, at the end, you see a vehicle. You want to zoom in on that vehicle? At the end, you see a vehicle, and I think that's around 300 feet away, 400 feet away from this corner marker. That's the only resident here. He's off-gridder. That's all. He will watch your property. He doesn't want anybody coming down here. That's really awesome. When I first came in here, he came up to me and said, "What are you doing down here?" And I said, "I own the property." He goes, "Oh, well, if you own the property," which is really great. He wants his privacy. And if you were to build a cabin, his name is Happy. I really like the name. Hey, Happy's a cool name. But Happy is the resident there. Real nice gentleman. The property goes twice the distance. It goes way past that vehicle. There's 11 lots. So there is the marker. I think that some of this is overgrowth right here. I believe the actual platted road runs right here. I believe this is overgrowth. I like to call it extra land, okay? You know, if the lot marker, I've got one more lot marker in the woods and it goes like this, and I would not clear this overgrowth. I believe that is actually the platted road, and this road over time is kind of deviated to the right. Doesn't really matter because you have that protection. That's pretty awesome. So I would bring the vehicle down here. I'd get rid of these buckets, have my clearing company come in, put a nice drive right here, and then I would, since it's a row of 11 lots, I would bring my unit in, face my house, RV, or anything that direction. I wouldn't go in that direction because there's nothing to see. I boasted $1 million view. I love this part. Right there is the $1 million view, bordering the entire, how many, what's it, like 500-600 feet of frontage, something like that? Bordering the 500 or 600 feet of frontage. You have the most amazing view, and I would say for at least the first 400 feet, you got good ground that's pretty flat. It's a little slight slope, and it kind of slopes down at the far end lots. But you have a lot of land to work with. Now, right now, are you guys ready to see the $1 million view? I love this. This is the greatest part. This is what it's all about. You will never see a view like this. So I'm going to go right through these woods right now and show you what you're going to see. Okay, I'm going through the woods. See, there's one marker. I believe that marks my second or third lot. You can see the other marker right there. Okay, so the cool part is from that marker to this marker, it kind of goes in a row. This is just overgrowth. Leave that. Nobody even knows. It's like extra land, in my opinion. I think that was the actual road, but leave it. People are using that to get extra land there, which is kind of neat. Now this is thick. If you like tall trees, this has that national forest effect. I mean, there's some monster trees. This land, I don't believe, has ever been cleared. Oh my gosh, I get some monster trees on here. So I'm going through here. It's a slight slope on here. Nothing too bad whatsoever. Now, as I'm going to the other side of the lot, I believe each lot is like 100 feet deep. Maybe 100 and a quarter. I got to check the plot. Notice as I'm getting to the outer edge, and I'm going to kind of speed up through here for you guys. Sorry about the shaking of the camera, but I don't have a professional camera crew out here. This is a fallen tree. I believe the lot line goes like this. There's some fallen down logs that belongs to that property. So your lot line's going to go cut right through there. It's going to go all the way down there. Now this is just amazing. I love this part. Just imagine if you had a unit right here, right? One more time. The road is there. Cut right through here. Put your RV sideways, facing there. And what you're about to see is pretty impressive. So cool. So cool. I just want to get to that edge. And this is a definite edge. Hold on one second. Okay, here we are, guys. Just imagine this. Wow. Wow. this is cool. Wow. That's amazing. It's like a valley. It's like a valley. Somebody dug a hole here, and I believe what's happening here, this is the local dirt company, and they own all of this, so they always keep it cut, and occasionally you'll see their tools going in here. But given the elevation, given there's a little creek down there, all this breeze comes over. It's amazing. Let me see if I can zoom in. By the way, the lots go all the way down there. Look at that. It's like a valley. And there's the boss right there. She's the best of the best. Okay. This is just beautiful, I have to tell you. It's just, I never thought I'd see something like this in the county. Standing on the outside of the property, right, let me see, where's that marker? That marker is right there, where that little white flag is, right there. So the property goes like this. There's the edge of the property, guys. Stupid hole, they just dug that. There's the edge of the property. Watch my finger. All the way down that slope. All of this are trees. This is the 2 acres. All the way down there. And just look at what I'm looking at right now. I have this amazing breeze coming over the valley too. All right, let's go check a look at the property from the other angle. So there's the property. This is the tree line for the lots. All 11 lots. They're gonna go right down that slope, and we're gonna go there right now. Loaded with deer, guys. Loaded. Absolutely loaded. I'm down at, towards the middle, down to the property. Property starts over there. Look at this, look at my thumb, look at my finger, sorry. There's a tree line, right about there. All of this ground comprises all of these lots. Look at this. Look how far that goes. I believe it goes all the way down there. This whole ridge from there. Okay, so now the slope does get steeper on this side. So what I would do, obviously, I would put my unit up top there where it's flat, where you're closer to the road. The road comes in that we walk down there, comes out right here to this first lot right there. So I would put my unit there, your higher elevation, and great view of the valley. And I think that some of these are actually platted on the creek. I'm walking down next to the lots, which are right here. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. Not much I can do in that. Yeah, great place to walk your dogs. Really is. There's a fence in there, and I think that's on the property, right? See that fence right there? That goes there. It goes all along the edge, so it's not too hard to identify, the property. But we're gonna go all the way down to what I think the bottom is, where all the lots are located. You can see it gets real steep here, but it doesn't matter. You're gonna leave it probably natural. You're gonna build on the top of that hill there. Really interesting. You can see a truck on top there. I believe all of this is owned by Vickery Dirt. Everything that we're seeing is Vickery Dirt in town, and that's why you see the cranes, why you see all the grading. Okay, here's this creek. I'm at the bottom. There's this creek. You can see water running down there. Okay. Now I need to check the plat again, but I'm pretty sure that the lots kind of come down and somehow touch this creek. So I want to think the ground starts there. Now watch this. I believe they're in slivers. They go up here and they follow this road. This is the property right there. Now this is kind of rough here at the bottom, but you know, this is Texas and it's in hill country, and it's teeming with wildlife. I don't know how much water goes in there, but right now there's a little bit of water and it's flowing. But I'm sure this is a place that you can take a walk. It's not going to hurt you any. Paul Katroff, 423byland.com. You want unrestricted ground? I got it. I've been hearing these cries all year. Paul, I want freedom. I want freedom. You got it. If that's what you want. You got it. Beautiful ground, beautiful property. Call for appointment. I will meet you at the front. Call or text 7 days a week at 423byland.com. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.